everybody and welcome back to the channel. So we got a new speaker update and an app update from Sonos that came out yesterday on the 4th of November, as you can see in the little screen next to me. And for Android it is 80.32.32 and we got iOS 80.32.35, and that's the latest, and there is no information on what this new app update is. It only says bug fixes and improved performance. Now when it comes to the speaker update, actually I did this video yesterday, but I was in such a hurry that I forgot to turn on the mic. So I'm gonna just show you guys what the new and latest speaker update is, because like I said, I did this video yesterday, I did the whole thing, and I just forgot to turn on the mic. I've been doing that a lot lately, but it is what it is. And let us just go into the about your system. I'm gonna show you guys that there is no update for me anymore, because the latest one, or the previous one, was 17.5 and now we got 17.6. So 17.6 is the latest firmware update for the speakers, and as you can see my ARC is 17.6, my two 5s is 17.6, my two subs 17.6, and we got Era 300s 17.6. So in case you're wondering how my setup is, and this is the setup that I'm doing, because I'm still using the Sonos sequencer app. I love that app. I love to have it on this configuration within the app. The one thing that I have changed since the start of the Sonos sequencer app is I don't have any speakers in the front. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the setup that I have, in case you're new to this channel and you don't have, and if you haven't seen the setup, this is the setup. So I have my Era 300s in the back instead of in the front, which gives the speeches and dialogues, it will be a little bit crispier. I love this setup. So this setup isn't for everybody, and like I always say, settings and all that setup that you guys do it according to your own room, and try it with the settings that I'm showing you guys in my videos. I have overkill settings. Those are not for everybody, and some of you have liked them, some of you think that it is an overkill to use that much bass, and I love bass. I'm a bass head. That's why I have two subs. If there was possible, if Sonos ever did an update where we can have four subgen 4s or subgen 3s, I would buy it right away, because like I said, I'm a bass head. So, but that is the setup. So instead of having the Era 300s in the front to widen the soundstage, I have them in the back, and I think it sounds pretty good. So as you can see, ARC, 5s and surround. I love my 5s and surround, and then we got two subs and the Era 300s. So fronts and surrounds. And I'm gonna show you guys the settings when we do the movie test, and that's what we're gonna do in a bit. So other than that, I don't think that there is anything else. No. So what we're gonna do, we always do, is do a little bit of a movie test to see if there is any changes in the sound itself. Like I said, I did the test yesterday, and I haven't really tried out the speakers because I've been working so much the past couple of days as well, since I got back from vacation. So I've kind of forgot how the Sonos setup sounds. So gonna be pretty excited to use them again. I haven't been using them for 2 weeks, and almost 2 weeks, and yeah. So a little bit of movie test to see if there is any sound changes in this firmware from Sonos 17.6 movie test. Let's go. That was a little bit of a movie test. Like I said, I already did the test yesterday, and no changes in the sound. There is nothing that sounds better or worse, for me at least, and I always say this, I don't know why Sonos drops different firmware updates for different persons out there, for different users, and in case you had a bad firmware update, I hope nobody has it, but in case you had it, please comment about that in the comment section, because I really like to know. Sometimes some Sonos drop something that messes up the sub or the arc. The arc has been something that a lot of people have been complaining about for the past 2 years or so. And that is because of the low volume issues that Sonos caused with one of their updates a couple of years ago. So that's been the main thing that a lot of people have been complaining about, the arc. But they dropped the Arc Ultra, so in case you have that low volume issue, you can just step it up with the Arc Ultra. But nonetheless, the speakers sounds pretty much the same. Nothing has changed. The only thing that I sometimes have some, what is it called? Placebo, is it called placebo effect, where you think something is better than it actually is or has become. And I think my Sonos subs has definitely improved since they took away that bass improvement with the 17.2, I think it was, that Sonos dropped, which made the sub go really crazy with the bass, and I really love that. So we're getting a little bit of that back, but not quite the same as the 17.2. And those of you guys that still are on that 17.2 with that crazy bass, congrats to you guys. Keep it, don't change it, because I don't think that these updates is something special that you really need to update your speakers for. Unless, I don't know if you really have to do these updates to get lossless or whatever Sonos has dropped with Spotify. So yeah, like I said, if you have issues with this firmware update, I would really like to know what you guys have been experienced with these couple of latest updates. So yeah guys, in tomorrow's video we're actually gonna do a video of the latest Philips Hue Bridge Pro with the latest Philips Hue sync box. My sync box that I had, the first gen that I had, actually broke. I don't know what happened, but through warranty I got a brand new one from Philips, which I really appreciate. I don't know if I was lucky, because it was just a couple of, I think it was 1 month left of the warranty or something like that, but they sent me a new one. So we're gonna try these two out, and I know a couple of you guys have been waiting for that video. And we got the Marshall Heston 120 with the sub on the way as well. So that's gonna be the speaker we're gonna try out hopefully on Friday. If not, then 100% on Monday when it gets delivered. Hopefully it will get delivered by Friday or by Monday, but it is on the way. So Marshall Heston is gonna be the next soundbar with the sub that we're gonna try out, versus the Arc setup that I have. And since Marshall hasn't dropped any surround speakers or anything like that, we're just gonna do Arc with the sub versus Heston with the sub that it got. So that's gonna be the next soundbar that we're gonna try out. And the JBL Bar 1300 MK2 is still not released here in Sweden yet, so I'm just waiting for that to be released. So hopefully in the next couple of days. I know on JBL's website they dropped JBL Bar 1000 MK2, not 1300, and the difference between the 1000 and 1300 is that the 1300 MK2 has double the power. So I'm probably just gonna wait for that before I test. I don't even think I'm gonna test out the 1000 unless any of you guys are interested in that. I would probably test it out, but the 1300 MK2 is the main goal with that setup. So yeah, comment what you think about the latest firmware updates from Sonos, and of course, as always, comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.